Hello everyone, this is Dianna Zaffina, back to do a little more eidetic imagery with you. And if you're wondering what eidetic imagery is, it is simply memories or images stored in us that we access by doing some of these exercises. And they give us information about ourselves so that we can become more aware, more purged of some of the stuck energy within us, and basically heal and move through to the other side, if you will, to just keep advancing us as people, as souls, however you want to say it. And I will jump in. This is always an interesting image. I thought was one of the first ones I ever did, and it has to do with crossing the road. And I think you'll find it interesting to see the differences of what you feel when you are bringing different energies into the image. So it's a series of 3 images with a possible 4th. We can add a bonus in there. And get your pencil and paper if you want to write this down. You can pause it right now and go grab one. If you'd rather just sit and close your eyes while we do this, that works too. And just do your best to just be still and allow the image to unfold in your mind, sort of flesh it out, and just sort of notice what you feel in your body. Don't judge it, just notice, because you just want to be mindful as well as observant of just how each image plays out as we do them. So here we go. This one is called Crossing the Road. Think of a road that you often go to. Any kind of road. Just sort of sit and allow an image of a road to come to mind. Now consider this image that comes to your mind's eye. See the overall appearance of this road and the opposite side of the road. Notice things. Is it busy? Is it slow? Notice how you feel about it. Picture in your mind that you are crossing this road, but notice first how you feel before you step off the curb. So, describe how you cross the road if you're writing this down. How does it feel in your body as you cross the road? What images do you see? And what happens until you cross the road and possibly get to the other side? And I'll give you a few seconds for that. Just sit. Okay, so you might want to write down a few words about what that was like, crossing the road, what that's like for you. Now, close your eyes again and think of your mother. Just sort of keeping your mother in mind. Not that she's actually in this image, but she's in your mind. See the image of yourself crossing the road again. How would you describe crossing the road with your mother in mind? And what happens until you reach the other side? If you're able to get to the other side. I'll give you a few minutes for that as well. you need more time, just pause this video. Now, I bet you can guess, we're gonna do this one more time. And you're gonna close your eyes and you're going to think of your father. And you're going to keep your father in mind as you envision this image of crossing the road. See the image of yourself crossing the road again, and just notice what you see and feel in your body. Describe how you cross the road, if you're thinking about what words, what feelings come to mind, and what happens until you reach the other side, if you're able to reach the other side. I might give you a few minutes to do that as well. And if you want, write those words down afterwards. Okay, if you need more time, pause this video. Otherwise, with those 3 images now that you've experienced, just notice the difference. And the purpose of this exercise is to help you realize how you go through life. It could be on your job, day to day, in different situations. How you go into a meeting, how you deal with situations that may be stressful. The idea is to recognize and become more aware of whose energy are you bringing with you into these situations. Some people, when they do these images in my groups, they basically, some can't even get off the curb or across the street, because they have a mom maybe that's nagging at them that they're not going to be able to cross the road and do it right. It varies from person to person. For some people, that's their dad, giving them anxiety or messages of possibly they're not going to do it right or do it well, do it good enough. Now, sometimes I think it's great. In some situations, people literally have a parent that stops traffic for them to cross the street. And they do it with such ease, grace and ease and effortlessness. And it kind of, again, tells you what you've adopted, what you've incorporated into your persona from your parents. And some people will say, like, yeah, I did pretty good when it was just me having to cross the road by myself without bringing them into the picture. So, all food for thought, all enhancing and increasing levels of awareness. There's one little bonus to this exercise that people often like. If you're willing to do it again, you would close your eyes. And this time, you're going to picture someone that you feel is like home, that you feel builds you up or feels like you're a cheerleader. Just really a natural fit for you. Bring them into your mind. See them in your mind as you cross the road. And notice how you feel. And I'll give you a few seconds and talk to you about that after too. Notice how it feels to cross the road, if you get across the road, what that's like. Okay, so some people feel like they literally leap off the curb with one or two people that was either a friend or a mentor, that they crossed that street with such grace and ease that there was no anxiety, nothing but joy, didn't even know if their feet hit the ground. And I forgot to say to you before, notice if the streets are busy that you're crossing. Is it the same road? Is it a busier street with certain people in mind, mom, dad, or the friend, or alone? All this is your subconscious talking to you about what you experienced in the past, what you've experienced in the past, and what you have experienced kind of on a day-to-day basis, how you bring these people with you into the present moments. So that was one exercise. If you have any questions, you can always send me messages and we can talk about it further. Now, I do have another exercise for you. This one is a fun one, I think. It's called the Eidola image. And this one has to do with the future today, is the rest of that title. So, if you're ready to go, close your eyes. If you want to write things down, feel free to do that as well. And just take a listen. There is a past, a present, and the future. The past is way back and appears remote and covered over. Just see that in your mind's eye. The present has a lack, a void. The void is painful. Something from the future is needed to fill the void. See an image in this void of lights or of a being who is a visitor from the future. So just flesh out that image for a few seconds. It is a beautiful, awesome, or it is beautiful, awesome, with an omen and a special power. This is a visitation that is futuristic. It is a visit taking you to the future. This is called Eidola. This is a futuristic visitor. Now, see this image. See this Eidola from the future. And I'll let you flesh that out. Now feel its awesomeness. There is a feeling of a message in the image. What is the message? Experience your feeling and vibrations from the Eidola. How does it change you when you look at the Eidola? Let the futuristic message from the Eidola pass through your mind and transform you. Take a few seconds to do that. Do not resist. Become like the Eidola. Experience feelings and vibrations. Become vibrant like the Eidola. Now experience these special feelings within you. There are messages of the future in your body. Experience the energy in your body. Let the energy move you into the future. And just marinate in that felt sense of the future, of you as one with the Eidola. And really just bask in it. See it, sense it, feel it. And I would suggest, if you really like how good it feels to be in this space of the Eidola and you merged as one, to come back to this feeling whenever you can, so that you can create from this place of positive, loving, charged energy. Because all your moments, your now moments, the more full and the more present you are in each of these now moments, the stronger the creation for your future moments that you're pulling into yourself, that you're creating. But we do that best when we're really fully present in each now moment. Really fleshing that out. Really living the hell out of each now moment. And that's what switches you to higher timelines and becoming more of that Eidola, that futuristic self. So, having said all that, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time for some more eidetic imagery. Take care. Namaste.